Hey, what's up guys? Aiden here, and welcome back to another Reaper Reviews. Today's Reaper review is on the life-size animated graveyard host that is made by Seasonal Visions for the 2022 Halloween season. As far as I know, this is the very first review of Graveyard Host that there is on YouTube, and as a matter of fact, I am the very first person to own him. Rotten Harvester over there, when I got him, or basically I am the very first person to own Rotten Harvester. Of course, some people have got him now, but a couple weeks ago when I got Rotten Harvester, I was the very first person to have him. But yeah, here's Graveyard Host. He is awesome. He is huge. If you can see, there's Rotten Harvester, and then here's Graveyard Host. Rotten Harvester is shorter than Graveyard Host. That's how tall Graveyard Host is. He's just 2 inches shorter than Mr. Dark when Mr. Dark is fully risen. Over here is his box. Here you can see it says Graveyard Host, light up eyes and lantern, head turns from side to side, creepy phrases, moving mouth, and motion sensor activated. I did get him from Halloween Express. He retails for $400, but I got mine for $250. Here's what it shows, or how it shows him in the dark, right there. And then there's the stock photo of him. Yeah, and then it just is, you know, a plain white box on the side. The only sticker is on the front there. His shovel is pretty much the exact same mold as the Gravedigger that was released in 2020. Like I said, guys, his size is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Maestro's about 7 feet, and he towers over Maestro. It's just crazy. Here's the, another comparison. Here's the life-size Jemmy Jason. Graveyard Host is taller than the 2007 Jemmy Jason. He does hold a lantern, just like the SVI Gravedigger that was released in 2020. He has a dark gray jacket with a red and white undershirt, and then a gray bow tie. And then he has this collar piece that basically you would see that type of collar piece on like a vampire, but no, he's more of a skeleton / zombie, I guess. He does have white hair, and then a black top hat, or just a black hat in general. Here's his shovel. Just like it's positioned the exact same as the Gravedigger, except it doesn't have the end of the shovel on it. The way his base is assembled, it's sort of like Mr. Dark's base, where you have to attach it together. It comes in 2 pieces, and then you have to put it together. Here's his shoes. They're boots instead of the normal clown shoes. They use the same mold on Rotten Harvester. But yeah, he is really, really cool. I did a haul video on this guy, and I did a high definition, or well, at least to the best of my ability, audio rip of him, which in that audio rip video, it only has 3 phrases, but he has about 5 phrases. I just forgot to add the other 2. So I might do an updated version of that. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. To set this guy up, you're going to need a ladder. You're going to need a step ladder or something. And it's actually funny. Yesterday at Halloween Express, they actually sold their display of him. So I was lucky to snag mine when I did. Here's the lantern. His lantern lights up, his eyes light up, his mouth moves. Sometimes his mouth gets stuck under the clothing, but so you had to do a little bit of adjusting on the clothing to keep it from getting stuck, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Now his adapter here, it's not a normal adapter like Rotten Harvester. It actually has a plug-in like an extension cord. And it has this box, which is similar to the Jemmy Jason's adapter, which I'll show here real quick. Yeah, see? It's very similar to that. And the port on the module that you plug the adapter into, there's a little piece you have to turn in order to tighten the adapter on. Which I find very, very interesting. I've never seen that before. But, yeah, he is really, really cool. If you're wondering what these little, like, hoops here are on the base, that is for yard stakes. Yard stakes go into here, so you can stake him down into the yard. But if you do that, I would recommend putting some sort of, like, a brick or 2 on or on his base, just so that way the wind doesn't blow him over, because he is massive. I know I've said that like 20 times already, but I still can't get over his height. There's Strawman over there, and Strawman's about 6 foot. Yeah, he is huge. Now, what I like what SVI did was they added, like, dirt marks on here. Yeah, his clothes are pretty clean, but to be quite honest, he doesn't need, like, blood or a lot of detail on the clothing. He's creepy as he is. Here's the hand mold for the, hand, and then his face. His face is really, really detailed. I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but his face is really detailed. He's more of a skeleton corpse more than anything that's risen from the dead. I mean, I just absolutely love this guy. And what I like what Seasonal Visions does is that they include step pads with all of their animatronics. SVI, I think, is the only company that I know of. Well, Jemmy includes try-me buttons with some of their animatronics, but SVI includes step pads with every single one of their animatronics, which more companies should do that. Yeah, but enough of me talking. I guess now we'll get to showing, or I'll show you him in action. And yes, he is hooked up to the step pad. So here we go. I'll activate him with the lights on and the lights off.
Do you see those shadows dancing just out of my lantern's light? Don't you worry. Those are just a few of my friends eager to get this party started. Every year we all come out for some fun, and it's always a night to remember.
Yeah, I have to adjust that sometimes, but it's a pretty easy adjustment.
It won't be long now before the dead rise from these graves all around us. Some need a little undigging to get them out, while others will just grab your ankle to help pull themselves out. In no time, we'll have an army of dead here, ready to do some party crashing. I hope you like a packed house.
Yeah, I always have to adjust this for some reason. It gets kind of annoying. There we go. It's kind of pushed down, but it's so that way it doesn't get stuck.
This is a special graveyard. On Halloween night, the buried bodies here rise up once more. I'd like to give them a little hand with my shovel. Now, you've never clawed your way out of the earth before, have you? Well, maybe tonight will be your lucky night. I've made a little pact with the inhabitants of these graves around us. If they can claw their way out, I'll find a fresh body to replace them with. Imagine my surprise that at the same time I hear one working their way to the surface, along you come. You have great timing. Just so you know, it's a lot easier to fall in a hole than it is to climb back out.
That is my favorite phrase on this guy.
Ah, I see you're here to help dig up all these graves. Once we've risen the dead, they're gonna raise the roof off this party. So hurry up and start digging. No rest for the wicked.
All right, now, we'll show him in the dark.
Do you see those shadows dancing just out of my lantern's light? Don't you worry, those are just a few of my friends eager to get this party started. Every year we all come out for some fun, and it's always a night to remember.
His lantern is super bright.
You won't be long now before the dead rise from these graves all around us. Some need a little undigging to get them out, while others will just grab your ankle to help pull themselves out. In no time, we'll have an army of dead here, ready to do some party crashing. I hope you like a packed house.
Oh, come on.
This is a special graveyard. On Halloween night, the buried bodies here rise up once more. I'd like to give them a little hand with my shovel. Now, you've never clawed your way out of the earth before, have you? Well, maybe tonight will be your lucky night. I've made a little pact with the inhabitants of these graves around us. If they can claw their way out, I'll find a fresh body to replace them with. Imagine my surprise that at the same time I hear one working their way to the surface, along you come. You have great timing. Just so you know, it's a lot easier to fall in a hole than it is to climb back out.
I guess we'll play him one more time.
Ah, I see you're here to help dig up all these graves. Once we've risen the dead, they're gonna raise the roof off this party. So hurry up and start digging. No rest for the wicked.
So, yeah, guys. Here, let me turn the lights back on. He is really, really cool, and it came off as more of a white color in the video, but in person, his eyes light up yellow, along with the lantern. He is really, really cool, and if you guys can find him this year, I highly, highly recommend picking him up. Yeah, he is a little bit on the pricey side, but he is worth every single penny of his price tag. I've seen videos of other stores or other store demos that have had him. They've had him retail for $550. like I said, my local Halloween Express had him for 400, but I got mine for 250 because I helped them with their animatronics earlier in the season. But yeah, again, guys, I know I've said this a lot, but he's just really cool. And yeah, I did have to kind of tuck that in there so that way his jaw wouldn't get stuck. But like I said, you could just adjust it a little bit and it would fix it, because his jaw likes to get stuck under there. But anyway, guys, that does it for my review on the Seasonal Visions Halloween animated graveyard host, who stands about 8.5 to 9 feet tall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching, and bye.